to ask you, when was the last time you added an item to your shopping cart? Did you really like it, or was it just a trend? When was the last time you learned something new? Or maybe the last time you invest time in yourself? When was the last time you really felt like yourself? All of us are influenced by our surroundings, and with the creation of social media, new generations have been affected because of the influence it can reach in our lives. We all know how internet influences our brain and behavior. All the time, we are receiving an incredible amount of information of all kinds, and our modern world is extremely fast. Everything needs to be fast. Fast fashion, trends, lifestyles. Internet is constantly telling you how to dress, what artists you should listen to this week, what trends are in and out this spring 2025, and even telling you how to live your life in the way they think it's the only right way. But this is constantly changing so fast that when you get used to one trend, three already supersede it. For me, it gets to the point where it ends with authenticity, creativity, identity, and essence. But what is essence? Essence is described as a group of characteristics that conforms our very own identity. It's the singularities that make us unique, and they are changing in the way we are too. I am not the same person I was a year ago, but there are specific characteristics that always stay. This concept of essence is strongly interconnected with our self-esteem, with our confidence, with our values and principles, and of course in our way of showing ourselves to the world. There are three big key pieces that conforms our essence: the biological feature, the psychological feature, and the sociological feature. The biological feature cannot be changed. You're born with it and it is in your genes. Let's say that it is generated from your parents. Now, the psychological feature is the things you believe in, the things you feel, how you feel, and our unique patterns of behavior that we learn while we are growing up. But we are more than just this concept. The sociological feature is how you interact and grow up in a specific context. Is your experiences, the things you learn, the things you like and the things that you don't like, and how you live your life in your unique context that is different from everyone else's context. Okay, let's see it this way. The biological feature gives us a body. The psychological feature identifies this body as ours. And the sociological feature gives us the tools to give it an authentic shape. For me, fashion, art, music, and are the pillars of our essence because of the power fashion has within its context, creation, and principles that resembles each other. For instance, the creative expression fashion uses to express and manifest conceptions is manifested by the use of color theory, forms, textures, visual illusions, and even storytelling. Fashion should be used as a social and political weapon, and of course as a tool for communication. And through history, it has been used as such. We can mention many examples, such as Marlene Dietrich, who in the 30s broke away from the norm and wore pants and masculine clothing that was unsuitable for women. Or maybe David Bowie, one of the most important and influential fashion icons to this day for his way of playing with forms and colors and leaving aside the categories of masculine and feminine when choosing a garment to wear. And let's not forget about Mary Quant, the first women and fashion designer to launch the miniskirt on the global market. Fashion has evolved with us, becoming not only a piece of clothing, but a way of expression, through which we can express who we are and what we think, the ideas we are related to, and our own way of sharing and manifesting our essence to the world. We can see that fashion is a social, generational, and cultural phenomenon that influences and transforms the rhythm of the collective thinking, manifested in the way fashion and styles are constantly changing. Again, social media being one of the biggest causes of the fast spreading of them. In addition, the constant overconsumption and addiction to social media, to the exposure to new microtrends almost every week, and the increasing pressure to look in a specific way, it is really weird to find genuine and real connections with people that are true to their essence. But please, don't get me wrong. Following trends is not bad or good. At the end of the day, we all just want this sense of belonging. It is human. But the way these trends start to categorize and enforce us to look, think, and behave in a specific way to the point where authenticity is reduced to something cringe makes me feel disappointed. But now, Nick, how can I find my essence? I will share with you the steps I found really helpful through my journey finding my essence. Just to make it clear, this is not a magic formula, but I hope this will help you in yours. Number one, you have to know yourself. I know, it's really easy to say it. We hear it everywhere all the time, but it can actually help you to understand and accept the way you are, the way you were, and setting goals for what you want to be. It's a really hard job, and I think it's a never-ending process. Again, we are changing every day, and we need to start seeing life with the eyes of a wandering child. Sometimes life gets so boring and serious. We wish we were everyone else but us. But if you really put yourself into paying attention to your inner self, into paying attention to your mind, body, and taking care of your relationships, you can really find things about yourself you haven't noticed yet. Maybe you realize that you need to improve your organizational skills, or that you are really good at helping others. I don't know. There are many treasures within yourself that you haven't found yet. Number two, start identifying the things you love. For instance, I love playing tennis, reading, music. I love learning new things. There are many different things that can influence the things you're into. The music, the art, and even your fashion. And these things aren't necessarily related with social media. Let's think about it. One great example can be the music, video games, art, or media your siblings or parents used to consume when you were little. As a consequence, the future taste in the media you consume will be essentially influenced by them. The music you listen to, and if it's related to a specific style, or if you're into any kind of subculture, can really say a lot about yourself, but only if you really feel related to the things you are wearing and the things you are consuming. If you really develop a sense of belonging while wearing your clothes, it can really convey your essence to everyone around you, even if they don't know a lot about yourself. Number three, try new things and make them yours. Personally, this is my favorite part. I really love trying new things. new styles, and exploring the vast world of fashion and art. When I see a trend that actually looks interesting for me, I really like to do a little research about it just to see if it can work. Because, please, listen to me, stop buying things just because they are cute or they are trendy. Think about it carefully and ask yourself, what does this say about me? Why do I like it? Why do I want it? Maybe I like the color, or maybe it resembles the aesthetic of a concept I really like. Or maybe I just like the way it can look on my body, you know? The point is to feel it genuine and to feel it yours. Let's put a situation. Maybe all of your friends have the same t-shirt, but if you wear it, feel it, and make it yours, it can really convey your essence to everyone, and believe me, you will look unique with it. Because the key is to give it your essence. If you don't have an essence, it won't matter that you have the newest clothes every week. If you don't feel related to it, you will feel empty. And that's the problem nowadays. People don't question why they do what they do, or why they wear what they wear, why they believe what they believe. And that's why we have this existential void inside us. Number 3. Actually, this step will come naturally after step number 1, 2, and 3. And well, you are doing it. Because your confidence will be stronger than ever. Others' opinions won't affect you in the way they used to. And your self-esteem will be higher. If you feel good, you will look good. And most importantly, only the people that really thinks that you are cool and interesting will be near you. Your essence will be a magnet of happiness in your life. And you will realize that at the end of the day, others' opinions and the internet won't have the control of your life. It will be you and forever you. Thank you so much. I'm Nicole, and I hope you find your essence soon.